Hello there, and welcome to the extended cut with Noah
and Mark.
We're sorry we have been away on a long hiatus. I said I would come back with better equipment. I haven't, because I haven't got the money for it at the moment. But anyway, we're going to be reviewing our next album, and it is one of my favourite bands, 36 to Mars. Seen them live before with Dad.
Magnificent.
And they're incredible live.
Fantastic.
This is their fifth album and it's called America. Anyway, into the review. So, the album begins, typical 36 to Mars style, with the big intro of Walk on Water. It has this big like production and way-oh chants at the start. And it's like this really big build up to the chorus, and as soon as it hits the chorus you think it's going to be a typical 36 Miles banger tune, massive chorus, but it just fades out and fizzles away. And that happens, funny enough, a number of times on this album, and that's just the start. Which was the first
Long-awaited album from 30 Seconds to Mars. First two tracks are good. It's a solid start to the album. Unfortunately, then the album loses direction for me. It's a shame, because when you think of the previous 30 Seconds to Mars albums, they're all really good. They get stronger from the previous one. They get stronger from track 2, 3, 4 onwards. But this one doesn't do it for me at all. Those first two tracks, I believe, are the singles. That's the old single and the most recent single, and they're good. But to me, this smacks of an album that's been put together very quickly. Obviously, Jared's been very busy with his film career, and it's just is really a disappointment.
They didn't go under. I would disagree. I don't actually think that the first two tracks are that good. Walk on Water is okay, but Dangerous Night starts to get, hang on a minute, it's a bit dodgy now, because basically the first track didn't have a good chorus, and the second track sounds like the chorus, it's a pre-chorus. So it doesn't even sound like it's a chorus at all. And then as the album continues, for some reason it kind of veers off into this R&B style slash like EDM breakdown style, with like tracks such as Rescue Me, One Track Mind, and eventually right later on Hail to the Victor. These tracks altogether make you question, are you actually listening to 36 to Mars, or are you listening to some mainstream pop artist that's just a generic on the charts, on the radio? I feel that it sounded to me more like a weird Jared Leto solo project, like he's trying to be the Weeknd, especially in the song One Track Mind, which is featuring Halsey. I think this is especially true, and this really disappointed me, and that's all I've really got to say. It felt like truly standing out when I listened to it.
Yeah, I think what does Jared, what sort of genre does Jared want to be into now with the guys? Because you've got it's really confusing, really. I listen to tracks like Love Is Madness, very sort of electronica in a way, but it's at the same time it's moving into several other genres, that song, all at the same time. So it's very confusing, really, because you're very what's going on. And following on from what Noah was saying earlier, you've got Love Is Madness, and there's particularly Great Wide Open. Tracks. The song could have been written, could easily been covered by somebody like an Adele or Ellie Goulding. Some main massive female recording artist.
Selling out.
So is he selling out here? And it seems if he's selling out, this is not like 30 Seconds to Mars that I remember from the last few years, when they had very much their own identity and very much their own genre. It's missing here.
The
very
final
much
thing
so.
I want to say about this album is I just feel that this album is a complete attempt just to get a #1 album. Ever since that Oscar win, in my opinion, Jared has just been focused on fame and money. It's not about the music anymore. He doesn't care. It's a shameless cash grab. He's completely ripping off all of his audiences. He's done the most generic, boring pop songs so he can get success with the people out there, like who listen to the radio. But saying that, not a lot of their singles charted into the top 40 of the UK charts, so they didn't even do that well there. But I mean, generally, it's just a failed attempt at getting a cheap cash grab, and it's terrible. And I feel 30 Seconds to Mars, if you're watching this, you should hang your head in shame. Just like Fall Out Boy, just like Linkin Park, you've all sold out, okay? And Tomo, Shannon, you need to leave 30 Seconds to Mars right now, because not only were you both completely irrelevant in this album, Shannon, your drums weren't there at all, your thunderous drums were not there. The only time I heard you was in that track, what was it called?
There was a track towards, well, it could have been the ones that the one track Mind, or was it Monolith?
No, it's not the drums, the one where he's singing.
Oh, yes, he does on Remedy.
Remedy, the best track is the one that you sing on. So you should not listen to what your brother says. You're completely wasted in this band because you're a terrific drummer. Tomo, I hardly heard any guitars in that album whatsoever. I didn't hear anything, and I am completely appalled by 30 Seconds to Mars, and they should really split up by now. 5 albums, I'm sorry. I'm not saying I wouldn't see them again, but I mean, I just feel they should leave those two, because Jared's just gone completely manic, and he's just gone.
What Noah's just said, yeah, I'm disappointed by this album. And I've said it before, hoping it was going to get better as the album progressed, but it didn't at all. There are tracks there which don't seem like 30 Seconds to Mars at all to me. There's a couple of tracks on it which seem they could be part of film soundtracks. There's even a country western feel towards the end, we know, with Remedy,
which is good,
which is a nice song, well sung by Shannon. But to me, this album is a major fall down, disappointment. Yeah, completely, and it's a shame really, because I look forward to it. I'd heard the singles first, but to me it's just no, it's a no, and I say to all the fans, if you can, listen to it before you go out and buy it, if you can, because
it's not even worth listening
it's
to.
not worth, it's worth listening if you can.
It's not even worth listening to.
There you go.
Rounding off this review, awful album in my opinion, a dreadful cash grab, appalling, don't listen to it. And what I would give it out of 10, I think I would give it a 3 out of 10.
Yeah,
I'm being honest, I would give it a 3 out of 10. Your opinion?
Yeah, I agree. Exactly the same. 3 out of 10.
Not good enough.
Not good enough at all. Simply as that. As much as I loved the band in the past, I agree with that score. That's exactly the score I was going to give. 3 out of 10. And Jared, really, his film career or the music business, make a choice. 5th album, that's it. You've really got to make a choice, because if there is going to be a next album in the future, you need to really hold back on the acting. But if you want acting, fair enough.
Because your music
100%.
is seriously suffering.
Because it is, I agree. Absolutely suffering as a result. You've got great musicians who are playing with you, and they're suffering as well. And just choose it. It's very. I think it's simple. It looks like it could be the film career, but or do you want to continue in the music business? But make a choice.
Well, anyway.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed this review. We are back, and we're gonna be bringing you lots of new reviews soon in the future. I hope to keep this up more consistent this time. And also, if you can, listen to the new Friend Fire's song, because that's a very good new song. I can't remember what it's called, so I'm not really sure. Also, Blossom's new song is quite good as well, so check those two out. They're two songs I think you should listen to at the moment, not this crap. So anyway, if you enjoyed, hit that like and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.